Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the next Empties video. I have quite a few things to get through. I have them all in this bag right here and it's pretty much full. So I have a lot of things to go through, which is exciting because I haven't had a really big Empties in a while. But before I jump into any of the products, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So since I have so many things, I'm just gonna pull out them as I get them because I don't really feel like it's very easy to organize everything. The first product that I have is a very reoccurring thing in my Empties, and that is my Batiste dry shampoo. This is the biggest size. I have this in the shade, or in the scent I guess, blush. This one is one of my go-to scents. It's not my favorite, but it's one of the ones that are most commonly available that I like the most. I don't have too much to say about these, you know, I reach for them all the time and I love it. This dry shampoo is my favorite and I will continue to purchase this probably for a very long time until maybe something else comes out that are better, but for now I haven't tried anything that is better than the dry shampoo from Batiste. The next product that I have is another kind of can product, and that is hairspray, and this is from Got To Be, or the Schwarzkopf Got To Be volumizing hairspray. I love this. I've been hooked on this hairspray since university because my friend always used to buy this and I just fell in love with this. Mainly for the scent, I love this. It smells like raspberries. I love it, and also it's a pretty good hold hairspray. It doesn't make my hair too crispy, but it's nice. It's a flexible hold, which I really like. I have been trying out a different one from the Schwarzkopf line now, which is the yellow bottle. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a really strong hold, and that has been good for certain hairstyles. But as like a regular flexible hold, this is my go-to, and I have already purchased this hairspray. Sticking with hair, we have two hair masks. They all both come from Garnier, and they're both the Ultimate Blends hair mask. We have the aloe vera and coconut one and the watermelon and pomegranate one. The aloe vera and coconut one I like the kind of formula better than the scent. It is a nice scent though. But yeah, this is one of the ones I go for quite often. I usually rotate between this one, the watermelon one and the banana one. I'm currently working on the banana one. The watermelon one, I don't like the formula as much. It's not as moisturizing. This one is made for fine hair. This one is made for normal hair, and then the banana one I think is made for like dry hair. They also have a coconut one, which is I think the most hydrating one. And I like that one, but not the scent as much, so that's why I rotate through the other three more. The watermelon one is one of my favorite scents, but it isn't, I can tell when I use this that it isn't as like moisturizing as the other two. And out of the three, when it comes to formula wise, I think the banana one is my favorite, and again that's the one I'm using now. But I have repurchased these for a long time. I really love them. They are silicone free, which is really good, and yeah, they work really well, and they're relatively cheap as well, and you get a lot in each tub, so they are my go-to like cheap hair mask. I do buy some more expensive ones from time to time too, and I use them every now and then. But these are the ones that I use every hair wash. I use them instead of conditioner, and they work really well. So I kind of ended up organizing everything by hair anyway, so let's just go through the remaining hair stuff that I have. The next one is another hair mask. This is the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle Reconstructor. This one I don't like as much as the Garnier ones. The reason why I picked this one up is because I was completely out of hair masks and conditioners. I thought I had a backup of the Garnier one, but I was out, so I needed something urgently, and this one I can get from my regular like grocery store. So I did pick this one up. It's not as nice. I went through this way quicker because it's a bit much thinner formula than the Garnier ones, and it's not as moisturizing, so I need to use more of it because it's very watery. And yeah, I don't think I would have purchased this like as a choice, but if for example that happens again and I need something urgently, this is my favorite one that I can get from the grocery store. So I might have this in Empties again in the future, but yeah, it's not as nice as the Garnier ones. I have one more kind of treatment, I guess, moisturizing product, and that is my Olaplex #2 Bond Perfector. This one is the humongous size. This is #2, which again is kind of like the hairdresser one. So #1 is the one that you mix in with bleach. #2 is like the one that you get, so if you ever got Olaplex with your bleach or your color, #2 is what they put in your hair after they wash out the bleach, just to like give you a bit more kind of extra bond building. These are 525 mils, so really big, and I got two of these together with #1 when I bought a set for when I bleached my hair. And this is basically, from what I understand, this is basically the same as #3, which is #3 is the one that you can get, you know, as an everyday consumer for your hair, and that's more kind of the maintenance one. And like And from what I understand, this is basically the same thing, apart from this is a bit stronger and a bit more potent. And I use this instead of number 3 nowadays because I have these big ones and they work wonders. And since it's a bit more potent, I do use this one now, and it's really, really good. And I use this a couple times a month, just whenever I feel like it and whenever I have the time. I leave this in overnight normally, and then I wash my hair in the morning, and it works really well, and it has been keeping my hair really, really healthy. So yeah, I would definitely will continue using this. And if you haven't tried Olaplex and you have damaged hair, I really, really recommend it. If you can't get number 2, number 3 works really well as well, but number 2 is definitely, I can tell a difference, and it's very, very good. So I do recommend this tons if you haven't tried it already. Next up, we do have one shampoo. This is just a really cheap shampoo that we actually used to get from the corner shop. I use this both together with my boyfriend, but I do really like this one. That's why I want to include it in my empties as well. And this is the Palmolive Naturals Anti-Dandruff Shampoo, and I basically use this as a clarifying shampoo, and it works really, really well for that. So yeah, I love this, and I will definitely repurchase this as a clarifying shampoo again. Not to use it every time, but if I feel like I have a lot of build-up in my hair, I like using this to give like a really clean slate. It actually makes my hair really soft, feels super clean, and yeah, I do like this as, you know, a really like recessed kind of shampoo. The last hair care item that I have is my Bumble & Bumble Hairdresser Invisible Oil Heat UV Protective Primer, which is basically a leave-in conditioner. This is just like a mini one that I've had for quite a while now, and I ran out of my big leave-in conditioner, so I wanted to use up like my minis before I buy a new big one, because I never really use these when I go on holiday. You know, I might need like one left for that kind of stuff, or just keep like the container and I can refill it with whatever leave-in conditioner I'm using at the time. But I just need to get use of the ones that I have that are really old before they go bad. So I did use this one up and I liked it. It's definitely not my favorite. It's not as like as kind of slicky as I want it to be. It's, you know, it probably does work really well as a UV and a heat protector, but it doesn't have enough slick for me to like it or repurchase, I guess. So yeah, that is the next item, and I would not repurchase this. So we have 3 skincare items to talk about. The first one is my Heimish All Clean Balm, which is a cleansing balm. This one I really love. Weirdly enough though, this last one that I had, which is this specific one, was a bit more oily than the ones I've had in the past. I don't know if the formula has changed, if they reformulated this, or if I just had a bad batch, or if this one was like an old backup that I had. But it was more like this one kind of left an oily film on my skin, and the other ones I had in the past have not done that. So I'm a bit reluctant to repurchase in this. If you know if they changed the formula, can you let me know? But otherwise I would definitely repurchase this again. I heard though that CeraVe has released cleansing balm, and I love CeraVe. I use their hydrating cleansing, what is it called? Cleansing gel? No, it's just it's a creamy one, creamy cleanser probably. I used that as my second cleanse, and it's really nice and moisturizing, and I love that one. I did purchase their foaming cleanser as well, hoping that would be more makeup removing, and it does remove my makeup, but it does not remove my waterproof mascara, which is a bit like annoying. So I really, really want to try their cleansing balm, because I feel like that's going to be amazing, and I love the CeraVe products for cleansing and for my skin. I also use their moisturizer. So I'm probably going to try that next. I don't know if that is released in the UK yet. I know it's out in the US. We're going to do some research and see when it comes here, and then I think that's the one I'm going to try next. But otherwise I would definitely purchase this one again, because it is a really nice one. This one was just a bit different than the other ones that I've tried in the past, which is a bit strange. But yeah, that is the Heimish All Clean Balm. We have my Puking Yule Essence Toner. This one I have a backup of already in my collection. I really love this one. This is a really, really nice hydrating toner. So this is more like the Korean toners, which are more like an essence, more like a, you know, just liquidy kind of sense of moisturizing. I don't exactly know what this one has in it exactly. It has some sort of root extract, which I'm not quite sure, and that's I think is the main ingredient, but it's really, really nice. It's really moisturizing. It helps plump up my skin loads, and I can do like several layers of this if my skin is really dry and, you know, just feeling a bit rough, and it works really good. Right now I'm mainly using my hyaluronic acid, and that works really well, but this is another step that I should get back into using, because I really love this. And again, I have a backup of this already that I haven't started using yet. But yeah, I definitely recommend this if you haven't tried it already, because it's a really, really nice kind of serum toner. And if you do have dry skin, this one works wonders, and it has really good ingredients from what I understand in it, which, you know, does agree really well with my skin. Then the final skincare product that I have is my sun cream. This is, or sunscreen, this is my Biore UV Watery Essence. This is the SPF 50 plus PA++++. This is the like aqua rich version. This one is my favorite sun cream. I'm currently using another one which is actually right behind me right now. I use these every single day and they work really well. If I used to usually apply it before I do my makeup, and once I do my eye makeup, this kind of sinks into my skin and it works really well on the makeup. It's not too kind of thick, it doesn't leave my skin too oily feeling or too, like, you know, moisturized and slick. You know, sometimes sun creams just leaves your skin a bit weird underneath. It also doesn't irritate my eyes, and it basically just feels like a really nice skincare step rather than a sun cream, which I like. And yeah, I will definitely continue repurchasing this one because it's the best one that I found. So I have a couple kind of random things before I get into my makeup empties. The next one is my nail polish remover. This is used from Tesco. Yeah, I basically get whatever I want, like whatever I find. This one works fine. It's not completely empty at the moment actually, because I do refill these into like a pump bottle, which I have finished ages ago. I think that pump bottle was from Boots, and I just refill whatever I can buy because these bottles are cheaper to buy than the pump ones. So I just refill the pump one that I do have, and that works really well. So I usually put these in the empties once I actually empty this out to refill in the pump one, because yeah, you know, I don't want to hang on to this empty for so long. So this one is going to be my empties, but I'm not too biased when it comes to nail polish remover. I just buy whatever is, you know, closest or wherever I can find, and this is the one I found most recently, so that is the next one. We have a deodorant. This is the Mitchum's 28-hour protection pure fresh. I really love this deodorant. It's my favorite one. I have tried different scents as well from them, but this is my favorite one, which is the pure fresh. It works really well. It's just deodorant, so I'm not going to go on about it for too long, but I did finish this one. The last kind of miscellaneous thing I have before I get into my makeup empties is my Dove Summer Revived, I guess the like gradual tanner. I love this stuff. I actually have one layer of this on right now. It's my favorite kind of type of fake tan because, let's be honest, I'm not the best at fake tanning. I feel like with this, like, you know, pigmented regular fake tans, I feel like it's so much effort. I feel like I am always worried about getting streaks. You have to work with it really quickly, like it dries down too quickly. You know, it smells, it stains your clothes, it stains, you know, bed sheets. It's just a bit of a faff. But with this one, it's lovely. I can use this several days in a row and get basically the same amount of tan that I get from like a, you know, one layer kind of fake tan. So I prefer this, and also it's basically the formula is like a regular moisturizer. It's nice, you can work it in. You can, like, you know, you don't really get any streaks because it's a gradual tanner, and also it's more like, again, like the regular moisturizer formula. I like the scent. It doesn't really smell like fake tan, and yeah, I love this. I have already gone through, I think, 2 of these this summer, and I'm working on another one now, and yeah, I would definitely repurchase it again. It is what I have found the perfect kind of fake tan for me. So let's talk about the next product first, because some people don't really count this into makeup, but I kind of do, and that is my what's it called? The peel off base coat. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a peel off base coat from Ant. I like this. I used to use this all the time when I did my product polish because it helped me, you know, redo my nails more often. Nowadays I mainly use this if I only, like, I know that I want to change my nails in a couple of days. If I use glitter on my nails, or, you know, anything that will be more difficult to remove, this works really well. And yeah, it's my favorite one that I've tried. I have another one in my collection currently, and, you know, it's a good basic staple to have in my collection because it is useful for those specific occasions. And yeah, it's nice. I know some people have problems with this making their nail polish peel off straight away, and I think it might be if you have more kind of, no, I wouldn't say weaker nails, but, you know, nails that kind of bend more easily and things like that. I think it will be easier for this to come off, because I think if your nails would like bend or be more flexible, I think it would be easier for this to peel off, because then, you know, once your nails bend, this will kind of start peeling. Whereas I have pretty strong nails and I feel like it works pretty well for me. When I shower and wash my hair and things, most of the time at least one nail pops off, because, you know, I get my hair and it gets stuck between my nails, or like, you know, between the nail polish and the nails, and then it peels off that way. But otherwise it works pretty well for me. So I don't like using this, but if I do use it with like regular nail polish, I know that I can't really have the same nail polish for more than like 3-4 days with this, whereas otherwise I can have it for like a week and a half at least. So yeah, that is the next product, and I have already repurchased this. So next up we have the makeup empties that I have, and they are 5. So let's start with the first one, which again isn't, I guess, a full kind of makeup empty, but it is something that I keep with my empties, and that is my lash glue from House of Lashes. This one is, as you can see, fully empty. It's a little bit left at the bottom there, but it's completely dry and it's impossible to get out. This is my favorite lash glue. Currently I'm using the Duo Lash, the brush on one, and it's not as good. I don't like it as much, but it's been impossible for me to find this in the UK. I don't know if you know where you can get this in the UK, just let me know, because I would love to pick this one up again. I don't know if I can still get it in Sweden or not, so I might pick it up when I go home to Sweden and see if I can still get it there, because it is my absolute favorite. I love this, but it's just was impossible to find here, so I went with a Duo one this time, but I would definitely choose this one again if I can get hold of it. So then let's move into the actual makeup empties. The first one is another kind of more boring one, and that is mascara. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Waterproof. This is one of my top 2 mascaras. It's this one and the Sky High one from Maybelline. That's the one I'm wearing on my lashes today. But this one is one that I really love, and I would definitely repurchase this. I've gone through probably like 20 tubes of this. I love it, but I do think I have started to love the Sky High one more than this, but this is definitely the second choice, because I feel like the Sky High one is out of stock in Boots all the time, and if I can't get that one, this is the other one that I always go for. So yeah, I'll probably will definitely repurchase it again in the future. The next one is my Becca Under Eye Corrector, and this one is just like the mini size. This one is completely empty. I finished this up in my, was it my Deco Panning project, I think. I have another one that I'm already using. I'm using one of the big sizes now, and I do think I have that one plus 2 more backups in my collection, so I'm not going to run out of this product in quite a while. But yeah, I love this. I use it every single day now, and I have again already purchased. Becca does not exist anymore, but I know Smashbox have purchased this product and the Champagne Pop highlighter, so I will be able to get this again once I run out of my backups, but that won't be anytime soon. So yeah, I will definitely repurchase this again in the future, but not at this time. The next item that I have is my lipstick that I finished about a month now, I feel like, and that is my Revlon lip butter in Pink Truffle. This was an absolutely amazing lip product to reach for. I would definitely have repurchased this again if I could, but I believe the lip butters are discontinued. But otherwise I would definitely have purchased this again, because I loved using this and it was really nice. I did pan this in my Project Apocalypse, and I'm a bit sad that it's gone, but I'm also glad to have another lipstick empty in my collection. And we have left the biggest accomplishment to last, and that is my blush that I finished, and this is the Clinique Blushing Blush Powder in the shade Precious Posy, and I think that's going to be the last time I'm saying that in quite a while. Yeah, I completely finished this in the past month, and I'm so happy. This is a blush that I worked on for a full 1.5 years. I used this almost 365 times. I think it was like 350 something. So basically a whole year of days uses, and it's absolutely crazy. This was brand new when I rolled into my project last year, and I used it all last year and again 6 months into this year, and I'm so happy this is finally done. I wouldn't repurchase the blush again because first of all I have too many blushes. I did like this color, but it wasn't my absolute favorite. It's not something that I'm going to miss, but I'm just so happy to have this done, and it's such an achievement every time you finish a blush, because blush, I know, is something that a lot of people have never finished, and I was one of those for a very long time, but I have finished a couple in my panning history, panning lifetime. And yeah, this is the next one that I have achieved my goal with, and I'm so excited. I'm currently panning one more blush that I was hoping to finish this year, but I'm not sure I will get there, and that is the Coralista blush from Benefit. But yeah, I'm so happy to have this done and have another blush out of my collection. And those were all of the empties that I have for this update. I really hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I have quite a few things, and I'm so happy to be able to throw some of these things away. I am keeping my makeup empties for the end of the year, like I'm doing my end of the year makeup empties, but the remaining stuff I can now throw away, which is really nice, or I guess recycle. But yeah, that is it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and otherwise I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys!